Jesus says in John chapter 14, verse 6, I am the way. I am the truth, to the exclusion of any other. I am the truth. I am the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. Truth is a person. Truth is the person of Jesus himself. Jesus died on the cross, that his person of Jesus, the truth of all he said, will become our earthly reality. Every promise, everything that God has said in his word is truth. John 17, verse 17, Jesus is praying. He says, Father, sanctify them by your word. Your word is truth. Every promise that God has said in his word, everything he said in his word is true for us. But what God has promised, the person of Jesus, only becomes our earthly reality when we believe what he says over everything else. The devil knows this. The devil knows that if we doubt, we don't get anything from God. We're told in James chapter 1, verse 5 to 8, that if anyone lacks wisdom, let him ask our generous Father, and he will give without rebuking. But when he asks, he must believe that he has received it. He must ask without doubting, because a man who doubts is like a wave tossed backwards and forwards. He's double-minded. He's unstable in all his ways. He shouldn't expect to get anything. The devil knows that. The devil knows that Jesus won't become our earthly reality and all he's promised us while we doubt. So he sends us temptations. He sends us lies. He deceives us. He wants to get us to believe everything other than what God's word says. So what must we do? I think it's 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4 and 5 says, our weapons of warfare are not flesh, but are mighty in power to pull down strongholds. What are strongholds? We destroy every argument and every opinion that's raised itself up against the knowledge of God. Taking every thought captive, being ready to punish every disobedience when our obedience is complete. Basically, anything that raises itself up against the knowledge of God is a stronghold. It's a lie. We take that stronghold, we take that lie, we take that thought captive, and we make it obedient to Christ. This is what God's word says. We make it obedient to what Jesus said. We destroy the lies and replace it with what God says. Then, when we constantly believe what God's word says over everything else, then God's word, Jesus himself, his truth, will become our earthly reality. Everything he paid for will become our earthly reality when we believe above all else.